welcome to the Fred Dreyer Show. That's right, the all-pro defensive end, the acting legend, the one and only Fred Dreyer is here for you each and every week. Thank you for the right camera shot. Always good. Start off the show with the wrong one. I'm Michael Horn, the host of the show, but the star is the one and only Fred Dreyer. Producer Corey Marino and JD Jeremy Dayton all here with us today. Corey, how you doing?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm great. And Fred, the star of the show,
yes,
how are you?
I'm fine. It's been a rainy day here in sunny Los Angeles, and
I love it.
I'm anxious to see what the weather pattern is going to be for the fire burn areas.
Oh, well, the big rain's coming a little bit later on, so we'll keep you posted on that. But I like it when it's rainy, if it's not too crazy, because we can play rainy day games here. Corey, did you bring the rainy day games for the show?
I did not. I thought I was going to rain tomorrow.
I want to play.
I like to play 7-Up, heads down, fingers up, and then you go around the room and knock somebody's finger down. You got to guess who picked it.
Well, I want to turn the lights off and play it.
Okay. More locker room fun from Fred Dreyer. I tell you, what a Super Bowl there, Fred. Did you enjoy it? Were you like on the edge of your seat wondering who was going to win?
I don't know if it's because I'm getting older or because it's too familiar, and I'm getting older. But I found it. I just wanted to find out if I was right about a couple of things about how two teams like this, who were relatively evenly matched, but yet not really, because they were outplayed terribly, the Chiefs. And
they were?
Oh yeah, terribly. And they didn't really know what to do. And I waited till the third quarter when I realized Kansas City really made no adjustments. They're getting their brains pounded in.
That's because it's the most well-coached team. I love Andy Reid. Have I told you that before?
I think people were literally in the locker room left over sleeping.
Corey, you and I picked Kansas City, didn't we?
We did. Fred did as well.
Fred, do you pick Kansas City as well, Fred?
Yeah, right at the last minute, I thought that they would. I wanted them to win 3 in a row.
Yeah, I did too. But right at the last minute, I decided to flip the Philly. No, I didn't.
No,
went down in flames.
But see, if you were in Vegas, you could really do yourself a lot of good by just betting on the Eagles at halftime.
We'll be right back, everybody. Stay with us.
Progressive presents Renter's MVP's Most Valuable Possessions. Today's MVP, Joe Fallon's bedroom mini fridge. Sure, this pint-sized chiller's max capacity is 3 soda cans, but what it lacks in stature, it makes up in cooling strength. Each beverage a perfect 37 degrees every time. And the 2 feet Joe walks to get a drink, priceless. That's why his mini fridge is today's MVP. Keep your most valuable possessions protected by bundling your renters and auto insurance with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
Jackson Hewitt makes taxes feel like a yacht rock song.
April breeze, give me my biggest tax refund, please. You, me, and a lifetime accuracy guarantee.
And now get $100 just to try Jackson Hewitt. Does your tax person do that?
Say goodbye to that no guarantee tax guy.
Ready to sail through tax season? Go to Jackson Hewitt and you'll be limited time offer for new clients. Participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com.
Hi, everyone. Tom Mustin here for the Legal Help Center. If you or a loved one were injured in an accident and think you deserve compensation, listen up, because we have legal professionals standing by right now to answer your questions for free. You'll find out if you have a case and how much money it's potentially worth. Call 800-948-5880. That's 800-948-5880. The call is free, the consultation is free, and you can speak with a live agent 24/7. So, if you or someone you know were injured in an accident of any kind, take advantage of this opportunity and speak with a live agent right now. Find out if you have a case and how much money you could potentially get. Call 800-948-5880. That's 800-948-5880. 800-948-5880. Call now. Advertisement sponsored by Legal Help Center. May not be available in all states.
Are you ready to make a difference for the environment while helping the visually impaired at the same time? Then donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind today by calling 800-785-9618. Every donated vehicle will either be properly recycled in an eco-friendly manner or given a new life through reuse. Donating your vehicle is easy. Simply call 1-800-785-9618 and Heritage for the Blind will do the rest. They'll even arrange for your vehicle to be picked up at no cost to you. And for a limited time, when you donate your car, you'll receive a $200 restaurant voucher and a 2-night, 3-day hotel stay at one of 50 locations. Call 800-785-9618 right now to schedule your tax-deductible vehicle donation and make a positive impact on the environment while helping others. Heritage for the Blind, where every car donation counts and every person makes a difference. Call 1-800-785-9618 now.
We are back. It's the Fred Dreyer Show. Guess what? The star of the show is Fred Dreyer, everybody. I'm Michael Horn. Corey Marino, our producer, is here. JD Jeremy Dayton is running the video, doing a fine job.
Nailing it.
He's really nailing it there. Oh, okay, there we go. We got to go. And Corey Marino is wearing one of our new custom, if you can get a little higher in your shot there, Corey, so they can actually see the big CRN logo there on the shirt. Fred, of course, you're wearing the CRN. Is that the CRN sweatshirt? Can you pull your sweatshirt out a little bit so we can see it?
I don't think I'm going to.
It says Marymount College. Did your daughter go there? Somebody go to Marymount College? Is that why?
Yeah, my daughter went there. It wasn't a great experience, but the shirt fit, so...
Yeah. Corey, you went to, where'd you go?
I went to CSUN, California State Northridge.
You and I both, right? That's why we're like brethren. We're like tied tight, right? Along with Jennifer, my daughter, right? She went to
and
CSUN.
Sydney.
And Sydney went to CSUN. That's the place to go. California State University, Northridge. Mm-hmm. We beat UCLA once in basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Remember that?
It was once.
Yeah.
It was a big deal, wasn't it, Fred?
You beat him in Pauley, I think, didn't you?
Yeah, I think I was center. And then maybe I was in the stands. I can't remember.
I don't think so.
You scored in that game.
I scored big time. You know, I did play at the Forum. I don't want to brag, but I was at a radio station, KRLA, Art LeBeau, playing oldies music, and we were going to play against the Shriners Clowns. And they were these old guys who raised a lot of money for the kids at the Shriners Hospital. Right? And so the Penthouse Pets were supposed to play. They were late. So the Shriners Clowns got on the court. And then I was playing there with the KRLA guys on the air. And the ball rebound came off, and they threw it to me. And, you know, with my blazing speed, you guys have seen me work. I blazed down. Where the hell are the Shriners there? They should be blocking me, so it looks like it's a difficult shot. And I went to throw a layup up there, and I missed for some reason. I don't know.
Throw a
attention got somebody whistled or something, and so then I threw it again, and I missed. And thank God on the third time it went in. Otherwise, I couldn't live down with that. 3 shots I got, and the Shriners were still sitting out there going, so tough, get down here.
So you missed 3 shot against old people?
All-star, Corey. It was all-star. See, I tell these negative stories about me.
Who saw that disaster anyway?
The people in the stands who were, let's go get some. I thought, let's go get another Coke. This guy stinks. It's great.
Was there laughter? Was there laughter?
We beat the Shriners 2-0 based on my basketball.
Oh, no.
It was the pregame.
Well,
for the
you know what?
Globetrotters.
I look at it this way.
What's
it was
that?
your defense.
And when the Penthouse Pets came, nobody was watching us make baskets. They were just watching movement on the court. Now, okay, let's go with the recap of the game. Our producers here have gone through a lot of work here for you. Thank you. No signal on my camera.
Let's not dwell too much on this.
You don't want to dwell too much on it?
Well, we got to cover it because it happened. It was a big event. It culminated the end of 6 grueling months of boredom, sports boredom.
Yeah. Well, you know, and you're recapping it. Come on, the Eagles had their number. I mean, you talk about Andy Reid being the great coach. The guy had no plan B. And Nick Sirianni. So here's the deal. In my estimation, the Chiefs were able to stop Saquon Barkley. That was their big worry. They thought we're going to plow through it and just stop him. But they stopped him, but they didn't realize that Philly had their own game plan, which was masterful. They just kind of surrounded Mahomes. They had the pass rush going on. It was Fred. Your thoughts on this? And you were watching the same game, I believe I was.
Did you have a color TV?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay. Well, look, Kansas City came out. Both teams came out, and they tried to figure out what people were doing right in the first two. Am I interrupting?
No, go ahead. I'm trying to get the attention of the engineering staff here who never watches the show. Go ahead.
Oh, how about you, Corey?
Oh, the defense just swarmed. The defensive tackles and the defensive ends were just too big and too fast for the offensive lineup, the Chiefs. And it's kind of how they lost the Super Bowl against the Buccaneers a couple years ago, to where it was just the O-line was overmatched, and they were just ferocious. And it looked like Patrick Mahomes, for the first time in a long time, was scared and seeing ghosts and not being able to read the field.
Well, Kansas City had a four-man line.
Yes.
No, I mean Philly had a four-man.
Philly did,
line.
yes.
And there wasn't really too much that Kansas City could adjust to. They had the line of scrimmage established, and there was nothing that the Chiefs could do about it. And Mahomes held the ball too long, and he took too many deep drops on ends that were widening out and rushing. But they didn't go around behind him. They pulled up. They bull rushed the tackles. And Mahomes could not find a place to go. So he got sacked 6 times, which is a high for him, a career high.
That was a career high, you're right.
And, for the most part, we were waiting at halftime to see what the adjustments would do, and there was no response from Kansas City.
Yeah, and there was, I thought for sure at halftime, Andy Reid would have a plan B, because obviously plan A was not working, but there was really no change. The game kept going on the same direction here, and Nick Sirianni, the coach of who almost got fired after that last when he and the Eagles lost to the Chiefs the last time, 3 years ago was it, something like that?
Yeah, 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
And so. Boy, he was masterful. They put down the coordinators were good. I don't know, maybe the Chiefs coordinators were off. What do you think, Corey?
Yeah, I don't know. That's usually what happens. Reid and Spagnuolo, they come out at halftime and have made some adjustments to either get back in the game or keep a small lead. And that was the thing about this one. They might have just been too far ahead. The Eagles and the Chiefs just didn't have the heart to come back. Even with minor adjustments, nothing was working. So maybe they got destroyed, and they only showed some life. They scored 22 points, but most of it was after they even dumped the Gatorade. They dumped the Gatorade on Nick Sirianni with 5 minutes left.
In the first half.
Very good, Fred.
Thank you.
The first half, very good. Give one to Fred on that. It's really something. It was the commercials were pretty good. Did you like any?
I didn't care for them.
At all?
No.
Well, which ones didn't you like?
Well, all of them.
There was a couple I didn't like. There was the one where the skin cowboy hat one, where the guy's hat was part of his head. It was like tubey.
Look, when you watch this stuff, they try too hard to be innovative and funny. They're neither, and it failed miserable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then they had the one where the tongue came off and was wiggling
that was
in the
a
air.
weird one. That was a weird one. It really was.
What'd you think of? They're having a secret conversation.
Yeah, what else? Yeah.
Whispering in each other's ear, nothing means.
There's this imaginary wall between us, Fred. I don't know what it is.
I just screwed up the producer.
Gotta take it. I'm telling you right now. Yeah, Nick Sirianni had it going there, and you, Corey, thought that that Jalen Hurts is Steve Spagnuolo's kryptonite. Am I right? I mean,
yeah, he rushed for
brother-in-laws. I do think is what it is.
Fred, you're good today. Give him a one shot, would you please? Fred deserves it with these
lines. Don't I get a drum roll or
yeah,
drum
we need
beat?
drum roll.
Ba-boomba.
Thank you very much.
On the old show, when we were over in Sunland,
We used to have a band with us.
we used to have the whole thing. Horns and what's wrong?
I don't know.
What happened?
Where are the horns?
Corey, can you get us a band for next week's show? Because we missed it. We had plenty of space in this spacious studio here to put a band in.
Yeah, we could see what.
Apparently, we got one.
We have to have some imagination. All the other great shows have a band.
I'll see what I can do. We'll see what we got for next week.
Andy Reid and the Reedettes playing for us today.
Yeah.
He's taking some band gigs right now just to kind of pass the time.
We could take the show down to the 76 gas station.
Great.
We get some characters there.
Yeah, we could. When we come back, we're going to check some of your comments on the chat room. We got the chat room going today on Facebook Live, so you can go there. You can check us out on YouTube. I think we're being streamed on Rumble also now. Is that correct? We're there doing it. Anywhere you can stream it at crntalk.com. You can see us when we put this whole show together. So we'll take a break, come back with more. It is the Fred Dreyer Show. Don't forget to email Fred Dreyer at crntalk.com.
1 out of 2 Americans thinks their life is worthy of a book. Here's another startling stat. You may be one of the 15% of people who bothered to start your book and one of the 6% that got halfway through it, but your gem of an idea likely died. Or did it? Some published authors are making significant money, so join the ranks of the successful people that finish their books with help from Dorrance Publishing. Call right now and our experienced editors and writers will explain to you what it's going to take to get your book completely written, published, and then taken to market to sell it. It's a free consultation, so call right now. Find out how much time and money it takes to finally get that book idea of yours published. Make your dreams happen. Call Dorrance Publishing right now.
800-786-1468. 800-786-1468. 800-786-1468. That's 800-786-1468.
You're experiencing pain, back pain, shoulder, elbow, or hand pain, pain from a sports injury. If so, schedule a visit with Dr. Michael Sheps, the leading expert in laser therapy for pain management. Call 310-873-4422 or go to drsheps.com. Experience Epic T, the breakthrough laser therapy system that Dr. Sheps developed to make you pain-free in less time. Laser therapy is a non-invasive, safe, and effective in-office procedure that penetrates deep into your skin without damaging the tissue. It perfectly targets areas of pain to promote fast, natural healing. Relax your muscles, ease muscle spasms, joint stiffness, and arthritis pain while increasing blood circulation. For over 25 years, Dr. Sheps has helped Olympic athletes and sports enthusiasts alike get back in the game. Schedule your visit with Dr. Sheps at his Brentwood office in California. Call 310-873-4422 or visit drsheps.com. That's DRSHEPS.com. 310-873-4422.
Investors, keep listening to learn how to get your free gold report. A currency crisis is upon us. The U.S. dollar has been the world's reserve currency for over 50 years, but that is changing. It's time to protect your retirement. Decades of reckless borrowing and spending have critically weakened the dollar. The U.S. has become the world's biggest debtor with over $35 trillion in debt. Plus, the dollar's become weaponized. Countries are dumping it. Investors who wait until it's too late could lose big. There is one safe haven: gold. Diversify your portfolio with a physical asset they can't take away. Call the Reagan Gold Group right now and ask for your free gold guide. Here's our number:
800-251-7963. 800-251-7963. 800-251-7963. That's 800-251-7963.
Welcome back to the Fred Dreyer Show, the all-pro defensive end, the acting legend, the one and only Fred Dreyer. I'm Michael Horn with Corey Marino, JD Jeremy Dayton. Kind of recapping the last Super Bowl game here today. Everybody has. Final score, I don't remember exactly what it was, but I do know Kansas City lost.
40-22.
That's right, 40-22.
Fred, where did you watch the Super Bowl? Did you stay at your house?
The lovely Janine and I camped out in my front room, watching the big screen. And Mike, we were together when you bought that screen.
I know. We picked a good one out for you. Fred had one of the early big screen models that you and Wayne Gretzky had. You saw Wayne with it, and you got it. It was one of those.
We had the best.
It was a beautiful unit, and I think still working well. I don't know why you got rid of it. One of those rear screen projectors, the really big, tall ones.
And it weighed close to 3,000 pounds.
Fred asked me to help move it, which we did. It was great, and had wheels on it. I think one of them was broken, and. You used to be able to adjust the sharpness by taking the red gun and the green gun and the yellow gun or whatever, or blue gun or whatever it is, and you get them to match up on the lines. Yours was a little blurry. I mean, you watch a couple of baseball games over there, and you couldn't quite tell where the ball was hit, but eventually the announcer told you.
Or if you decided to stand up and move a little to the left or the right, the picture disappeared totally.
It really did.
That's crazy.
That's what it did. It just it's great. And so we got you, I believe, a Samsung. Those are great units. And we got you one for your bedroom. I was a little nervous working with you in the bedroom. That's a nice bed you have right there.
Yeah, you got to be careful of mentioning that.
I know. And up there, in the upstairs, you had an even older classic Sony TV. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that was a good one.
It was a really good one. But the faces were sort of oblong on the bottom or whatever, so the guy's jaw.
Well, they actually bulged out into the room.
First 3D TV ever.
So we upgraded the whole audio visual at Fred's house. It's fabulous now, it really is.
Yeah, neighbors would come over and see if I was still alive.
Okay, so big, what do we have here? We got hellos from Birmingham, from Rachel in Birmingham. Jenny is in Santa Maria, and she sent you. Jenny is one of the fan members there on your Works For Me fan site, and she sent the video, which we have now taken and put on the home page at crntalk.com of you scoring your 2 safeties in one game back in 1973 on October 21st.
How about that? There we go.
Amazing, and she gave that to us, and it's just great. Have you seen it, Corey?
I have not. I'll have to go take a look.
Don't you ever look at our website? It changes with exciting stuff all the time.
I usually, I put it up there, but I didn't look at that one.
Corey. Go check it out. It's really great. And it's got that NFL, Fred Dryer wasn't through yet. He decided to go ahead and knock another guy on his head.
That was Tommy Brookshire, who was the
Tommy Brookshire here. And I'm going to watch Fred. I think he's going to retire soon someday. And he'll be
I think he's on his way to retiring right this very moment.
Hunter. He retired. You took down 2 different quarterbacks in the same quarter. Scott Hunter went down first, and then they took him out because Scott was going, hey, Fred hit me. I can't really see the football. And they didn't have even tents during that. They just took him into the locker room, gave him some smelling salts.
They took him across the street to Matt's Bar.
I got to give you a one shot on these, Fred. These are actually pretty good.
I don't have too many left.
Motion to me so I get the one shot up when you deliver them. And then after Scott Hunter, you took care of him. And by the way, I think that's where you got the name for your TV show, but I could be wrong. And then it was going to be originally called The Scott Show, but then later changed to The Hunter Show. Okay.
Okay.
So, then they brought in Jim Delgazo, and you knocked him on his keister again. And let me, Jackie Slater told me something about the way you tackled Fred, because you kind of surrounded Delgazo. It was like he met this big bear in the forest, and you just brought him down. And Jackie said that Fred always tackled in a safe way to the people. You were able to tackle him, bring him down with the feet, and not just use your head to knock him down.
I tackled without getting in the way.
How do you do that?
Well, I did it. So you check the film.
Check it out on the website. That's good.
Right.
Okay. We'll go back to Fred again here on the shot there, since we're having more problems with the video, our engineering staff. Okay. So anyway, we also have Lori is talking to us from Iowa. She says, Fred, it's very blizzardly there in Iowa.
Well, that's the heart of the country. That's heartland America.
And Nikki from Nebraska, Nikki says it's snowing there. She liked in the Super Bowl, and I like this one too, the little girl with the potatoes, where she took the potato and planted it, and then.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. That was a nice little story.
Did you see that one, Fred?
Yes, I did.
That is one of your comments on that, since one of your listeners loved it. Yeah, what do you think? Jeremy, just stay in here with us, and if we have a problem, you can just sit here. Okay, we had and Christine, she says she's from Hunter, works for me, and she says to say hi to you. And she also mentioned this.
Hello,
which
darling.
we might have talked at one time on this. What was your badge number for LAPD?
I can't divulge
in
that,
the series
Mike.
Hunter.
It's confidential.
It was 89.
My badge number.
Yeah, did you ask for that number on the Hunter series, badge number 89?
I think it was somebody in the organization that sent word down that,
Hold on.
that there
I'm ready.
may be a close-up on his badge, and the company as well as the network would be terribly embarrassed if it didn't make sense.
And so was it 89? That's the
Yes,
question. It was. Okay,
it
good.
was.
Made sense. All right.
Actually, it was a 3-digit, which was the minimum.
And what was the third?
89.
89.
And so when they saw me coming, they go, "Oh!"
And somebody shouted bingo every time he said, under the 89, bingo.
Fred didn't like that one.
I got a smile from Fred on that one. The normally stoic Fred Dreyer actually cracked a smile on the bingo joke.
Ever since I've been in the office today, I've been laughing.
Yeah. Yeah, we had lots of discussions in there. It was nice. All right, so what else? So the Super Bowl MVP was Jalen Hurts, right? You agree with that?
Yeah, I agree.
Good legs. He was scrambling. He was
200
passing.
yards passing, 3 touchdowns, and a terrific offensive line that dominated the line of scrimmage. And once you do that, no matter where you are, at what level you are, you win the games.
You mentioned to me before we went on the air about the lineup of the of Philadelphia that really confused the whole Kansas City Chiefs. Can you talk about that on when they moved?
Well, they ran a four-man line, and there was overshifts. But what they did is they wanted to make sure that Mahomes never got out in the front of the line when he dropped back to pass. They didn't want him rolling out, and he did a couple of those things. And he rolled out for like 25 yards, threw a couple of them away, an interception on one, and just looked discombobulated. And that upsets an offense. Offense wants to get some momentum going, and they couldn't get it. And the results were terrible.
I don't want to brag, but I think your discussion of the game is much better than Vince Ferragamo's and Jackie Slater's. What would you say, Corey?
Oh, he has some great insights. They all do.
Vince would just say, ask the limo driver, and then we talked to him, and then we got everything taken care of, right?
Exactly.
It's good. So, okay, so Hurts was unstoppable with his legs. He had a great passing nights. But I got to tell you, the coaching was the difference there in that game. They really, Philly was ready to go. And they said that Jalen Hurts, when he lost, 2 years ago in the Super Bowl, kept the photo of the Chiefs celebrating their victory with the confetti coming down and everything to remind him of the loss that he did not want to have again. And I think that, again, you want it more.
Yeah, he wanted it more, and then also they said they felt slighted by the three-peat talks and that they were underdogs by 1.5 points, and so they came out with more fire, and the offensive line and the defensive line of the Eagles just kept pushing them back and winning.
So am I to assume that had the roles be reversed, that the Eagles, if they were going for their third Super Bowl win, would take a different tack?
I don't think so. I think they played a perfect game against Patrick Mahomes. Like you said, they didn't let him roll out, and then they also have pressure from the middle.
But would they wave the flag and say, well, we're upset because the Chiefs are making fun of us?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think the Chiefs made fun of them, but we got a story coming up about some Dodgers making fun of the Yankees, which is, making the Yankees a little bunched up about it. We'll talk about that in a second. But I do believe that the team that wants it more gets it, and I believe that the Philadelphia, their coaching staff, saw what happened in that game before 2 years ago and decided it's not going to happen again. And Andy Reid didn't have a plan B. Bottom line.
There was no second half adjustment. There was no, football is clearly an opportunity to change beats and change patterns, to take personnel and switch them and give a new look to the second half of the game. And they needed it because they were getting beat.
You're right.
And so what did they have to do? They had to come in and change the momentum, which they never did. I was waiting for Mahomes to do something other than hold the ball for 15 minutes.
15 seconds, I believe, and then he got sacked.
It felt like 15 minutes, but I agree, Fred. I thought they were going to come with some quick slants or something to get the ball out of his hands quick, but they never did. He was just holding and getting sacked and throwing it away.
Well, I don't know what they looked as though they were the defense. It looked as though that the offense of Kansas City was waiting to break a play loose, and it never happened, and Philly just poured the coal to them.
Yep.
All you other football teams, do something if you get into that. Take pizza, rub it on your uniform, do something to get them off the place. You know, like, that's a pepperoni, and then you can throw the football. Something to make it different.
Or you can come out of the huddle and say, "Look, over there."
Look, Fred, over there. We'll take a break.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money, you could go big time and skip the regular line at the airport and pay for speedy security. Imagine not having to quickly unpack and pack at the place you already came packed to. And wearing your shoes the whole time you're there? You can't put a price on that kind of luxury. Well, actually you can, and you paid for it. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time for speedy security. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
My doctor told me my blood pressure is borderline. I figured I could worry about it or do something about it. So I took control with Garlic Healthy Blood Pressure Formula. It works safely and naturally to help maintain healthy blood pressure with a custom blend of garlic, vitamins, and minerals. And it's odor-free. I'm taking charge with Garlic Healthy Blood Pressure Formula.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The term natural references only the garlic in the product. Use as directed.
Attention pet lovers. Try Greska's Carbon 60, a revolutionary pet supplement designed to keep your furry friends at their very best. It's packed with powerful antioxidants. Greska's Carbon 60 supports your pet's immune system, joint health, and vitality. Now, whether you have a playful pup or a seasoned senior, give them the gift of wellness with Greska's Carbon 60. Visit our website at C60.com. That's the letter C, the number 60.com, or call 720-600-6040. You can learn more and order today. Your pets deserve the best, so give them Greska's Carbon 60, because a healthier pet means a happier you. Go to C60.com or call 720-600-6040. C60.com or 720-600-6040. You're experiencing pain, back pain, shoulder, elbow, or hand pain, pain from a sports injury. If so, schedule a visit with Dr. Michael Sheps, the leading expert in laser therapy for pain management. Call 310-873-4422 or go to drsheps.com. Experience Epic T, the breakthrough laser therapy system that Dr. Sheps developed to make you pain-free in less time. Laser therapy is a non-invasive, safe, and effective in-office procedure that penetrates deep into your skin without damaging the tissue. It perfectly targets areas of pain to promote fast, natural healing. Relax your muscles, ease muscle spasms, joint stiffness, and arthritis pain while increasing blood circulation. For over 25 years, Dr. Sheps has helped Olympic athletes and sports enthusiasts alike get back in the game. Schedule your visit with Dr. Sheps at his Brentwood office in California. Call 310-873-4422 or visit drsheps.com. That's DRSHEPS.com. 310-873-4422.
I like this song. It's the Fred Dryer theme song. He's got a song and he can sing one. Take it away, Fred Dryer.
Right.
Sing it a little bit higher.
No signal. All right.
Not again. telling you.
Mike, I think you're...
Just when I was singing the song, too.
You're jinxing the show. I really do.
It's that new haircut. You're too hot for the camera.
You know, you guys are all talking about my haircut. I had a very nice, shaggy haircut. The women would love to come up from behind me and grab the hair in the back, and I decided, you know, it looks kind of like an old man, and since I am an old man, I said I'll just shave it down to a nice top one. And now people don't want me to put it on our video screen because obviously the women go nuts for short hair. So, Fred Dryer,
yeah,
it's all you. I could give you this one here, but nope, no signal is not going to work for me. My name is Michael Horn, not no signal.
Should you come over and sit on my lap?
No, not going to do it. Let's talk a little baseball while we wait for our engineering staff to get back into the studio because I know they're monitoring everything about the show. Fred, the Dodgers are going to open spring training, and a really nice thing is the pitchers and catchers reported for most of the teams. But Corey talked to me about this because the Dodgers have some regular players coming in. They showed up early with the pitchers and catchers. Muncy is there. Betts is there. Am I right?
Yeah, Chris Taylor's there. Muncy, Betts, a couple other veterans. Rojas. They all came to...
Hernandez,
Teoscar Hernandez, Miguel Rojas.
That's a team that's unified there. I think guys like Shohei Ohtani and Freddie Freeman still kind of injured, so they didn't show up early, right?
Yeah, they're still managing their surgeries that they had in the offseason.
Fred, did you show up when you had training camp early to get the head start?
I showed up at Dodger camp.
I know, but you were a reporter at that time. I'm talking about when you were playing football for the Rams or the Giants.
I came in about 4 or 5 days early.
And one of the things that you did, I believe, was that you would stay in shape kind of in the off season. Most of the players now don't do that. Correct? Today's players, they're not ready.
No. You got it all wrong. These guys are in tip-top shape.
Oh, they are when they come in?
Oh, yeah.
Well, then how come you don't really see
one of the reasons. The argument was, we're not going to come into training camp for 8 weeks. We're already in great shape.
Yeah.
And have you seen the combine? Jeez Louise, these guys come out and run, 400-pound guys run like a 4.540.
Well, what about when you have to run through those, the tires kind of go in and out of the tires?
They don't do this.
They don't do that anymore? How about when you get some big old plow or something, you got to push it or something? That was always fun. When I went to training camp with you a few years back, I was surprised that, they had these little tiny rubber bands and they were just kind of stretching them like this. I thought I could do that.
Well, on the other field, what we missed was...
What did we miss?
What we missed was the
hold on a second. Okay, go ahead. What did we miss? Lay it on me.
We missed the no, you made me lose my place.
Yeah.
Oh, you made me lose my place. What I was going to say was the diesel tractor pull. But we did it with our teeth.
That was great. And you guys are really prepped and ready to go.
Oh, yeah, our teeth. You know what I did?
What'd you do, Fred?
I ate about 700 apples to really strengthen my teeth.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Really good.
Mm-hmm. So the Dodgers, they say, are hungrier than ever going into spring training.
And that's where they get that saying.
Because they ate apples. And they got
ate
hungry.
all 700 apples, and,
What was your favorite food at the Super Bowl party?
Apples.
Corey?
Mine would... My dad makes this really good 7-layer dip, bean dip.
Oh, bean dip and apples.
Dip. Get out of that house early, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, going on the roof.
Mine was apples from Melissa's Produce. They brought in this chocolate-covered apple with nuts, and they cut it into pieces, so it was kind of like a very crisp, wonderful apple with the chocolate on it. It was just delicious.
Oh.
Yeah. And then we had bean dip. Okay, so Shohei Ohtani, Freddie Freeman are going to be working their way back. The Dodgers got a pretty good pitching staff. Well, they got Blake Snell right now, and the Roki Sasaki is there, and they've got. I want to know if Dustin May and Tony Gonsolin are going to pitch. It's been like how long? 3 years since they pitched, Fred?
They haven't pitched hardly since. Well, what? The Moby Dick was a minnow.
Well, they sold those Britannica encyclopedias. They were pitching those for a while, but
That crazy guy with the red hair. Who is that guy?
That's Dustin May.
That's Dustin May.
Dustin May. Does he pitch at all?
Well,
what does he do?
Didn't he have Tommy John like 3 times? I think, right?
So
at least 2.
He had a second Tommy John
a
year and a half ago,
and then he choked on his food or something, and that hurt his esophagus or something.
What did he do?
Yeah, so he was in recovery from his second Tommy John, and then he went out to dinner and he tore his esophagus, and so then he was out the rest of last year.
So he.
Wait a minute.
It's a true story, Fred.
The guy tore his esophagus.
Yes, he choked.
Eating what?
He never disclosed what he ate, but he said it was something hard, and he felt like a scratch.
A watermelon. He ate an entire watermelon.
Take it easy, Corey. Okay, so and Tony Goslin, he's going to come back. They call him the Cat Man. He likes cats.
Yeah, he really likes cats.
He eats cat food. Did you know that?
I didn't know that, Fred.
But I got to tell you, if I like cats and I was an athlete, I would not have pictures of cats on my stockings and to come out and pitch. There's just something, about being a cat man that doesn't make you seem like you're real tough on the mound.
And you know what? I never see him holding a cat.
So it's all a ruse?
He does, if he had any decency, he would bring his cats out to the pitching mound and put them on his back while he warmed up for the games.
I apologize to our audience today. It's a tough show, and we all picked the Chiefs and lost a lot of money.
No,
so
but
this is what
you know
get.
what? What? Football is over.
It's over.
It's freaking over.
Thank you, Fred.
Thank you.
It's like
until the draft. So we have like 2 months.
I can't wait to see the 600-pound guy slam dunk basketball.
Okay, so here's who the Dodgers. So we do the show out of Los Angeles, so I apologize to the rest of the teams. What is it, 33 other teams, 32?
29.
29. Call it 30. I don't remember. Anyway, the Dodgers, they got Blake Snell. I used to think he was, maybe overdoing it when he was with Tampa Bay, but he played and did pretty well on the Padres and the Giants. And now he says he's going to work with Bobby Miller, the young kid on the Dodgers staff. I think I'm loving Blake Snell. For a guy comes to say he's going to work with him.
Yeah, what's he going to do?
Help him win a ball game.
Yeah, because Bobby, he started off 2 years ago pretty well. When he was young, and it looked up for him, but last year was awful.
And he's from Illinois, very near, I think, Elgin, where our radio affiliate is out there in the Chicagoland area.
What is that, the Show Me State?
No, that's Illinois is the what is it? The Prairie State? I can't remember.
I don't know.
Lincoln, Land of Lincoln.
Land of Lincoln. Fred.
Land of Lincoln.
Fred gets a one shot on that. I'll tell you right now.
Give it to me, baby. Give it to me.
Is that what you did on the Hunter Show?
Give it to me.
Okay.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
Okay. And then we got the starting pitcher. That was the big grab for us, Roki Sasaki. Yeah. He's pretty darn good. Kike Hernandez, they just re-signed. That guy can play almost every position.
And he doesn't need to take a batting practice either.
No, and back in the day, you and I are old enough to know, I don't think Corey Marino would know this, but who was the guy that was on Kansas City that played every position in a ball game? Every inning.
Luis Aparicio.
No, remember that shortstop. What was his name? On the Kansas City Royals, and he played every position. Oh, you'll find out for us. I'm sure Corey can get that information. But it was a great promotion when he played that, and he went and he ended up as pitcher, and he played. Kike Hernandez has pitched for the Dodgers, for God's sakes. So
well, we'll find out, won't we, Corey?
We will.
Clayton Kershaw is back again. He's going to be disabled for a while.
Seriously?
Yes, they re-signed him.
Did they really?
Yeah.
We're happy. One more year.
Yeah. Teoscar Hernandez.
Wow. Glad to have him back. He was great in the outfield and great bat this year.
Michael Conforto, they've got. He-Song Kim, is he good? He-Song Kim? Campy Campaneris, that was the guy's name. I just remembered.
That's what I just found out. Yeah, Campaneris.
Campy Campaneris.
Well, he always camped. He was camping.
Wait a minute. What, Fred?
He was always out there near the pitching mound starting fires.
No. He wasn't a
that,
camper.
That
he was known as
guy.
Campy Campaneris Knight. He played every position. It was amazing. And then Tanner Scott, they got as their number one relief pitcher on the Dodgers, and Kirby Yates.
Yep, they got two people.
What about the guy that was with Chicago White Sox? They got him last year.
Oh, Kopech.
Kopech, he's good.
He's good, and they have him for another year as well.
Good, that's good.
I think he might miss the beginning of the season just because he had like a little cleanup procedure just to reduce inflammation. But I think he should be back, and he'll be fine.
That could be a good series as a spinoff from Hunter, where it's just Kopech, and he's like a private investigator that comes, you go looking for him, and you guys
always
team up.
in uniform. Always.
In the Dodger uniform.
Always in uniform.
Corey gets one on that. Always in a Dodger uniform.
Yeah.
Kopech. It's good. Fan detective. You guys bring in and try to sneak in some food?
Yeah.
Kopech is on the job.
Yeah, you think you're going to get those milk duds by the guys at the gate? You're crazy.
Now, here's the story. Aaron Boone, the Yankees manager, is a little upset. He said if he wins it all this year, that his team, it will be classier than the Dodgers, because he says...
No, it won't.
The Dodgers utility man, Chris Taylor, and former reliever Joe Kelly kind of disparaged the Yankees. They said there was a sloppy fifth inning in Game 5. We know that. Led to the series clinching loss. And Kelly called their shoddy defense and base running well known on his podcast. And Chris Taylor said the Yankees something down their leg on teammate Mookie Betts' podcast. So they're talking trash. It's like, be classy, Dodgers. You won. What do you want to do? Go ahead and get the Yankees all bunched up.
Yeah, but look who's saying it.
Chris Taylor.
Guys that didn't do anything in the World Series.
Joe Kelly. Did he sign with the Yankees?
He didn't even make the
Angels.
He didn't even make the trip.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
I don't know where Joe Kelly signed, but Kenley Jansen just went to the Angels.
Yeah, Kenley Jansen's there with the...
Oh, we got to watch out.
We got to go watch a couple of games.
We should.
Oh, exactly.
We'll just wait till they come to Dodger Stadium.
Artie Moreno, we're coming to see. I like the management team of the Angels. I hope they do well. What about Travis Kelce again? Since we're talking about people, is he going to retire, or is he going to go away in bliss with Taylor Swift, or is he going to come back?
He's over at Taylor Swift's house right now, calming her down, because people on the internet, people on on the talking telephone wore her out. They booed her.
They did.
Openly booed her.
They cheered for President Trump, and they booed Taylor Swift.
That's right.
It's crazy times we live in.
I'm telling you. Well, a lot of people said that was just her ex-boyfriends, because, she always writes songs about past relationships, and she's got a lot of songs over there, breakups.
Isn't she about ready to write that death song?
If they don't make it, there might be a really big one if she talks about the breakup of Travis Kelce, but we wish him well. Yeah. They seem to be getting along really well, don't they?
Yeah, we'll see. And then he just has to decide to retire, and if he does, he could be like Fred and go into broadcasting and TV.
Exactly.
That'll be good.
They're a darling couple.
She's in the broadcast booth there. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will kind of wrap things up. We got some good Hunter photos for you, so stay with us here on the Fred Dreyer Show. Email Fred Dreyer at crntalk.com.
Oh, yeah.
When you really want Italian food, you've got to get to Columbo's. Columbo's Italian Steakhouse on Colorado Boulevard, Eagle Rock. It's that little neighborhood place you really wish was down the street from you. Columbo's wants to put some much-needed easy into the lives of first responders who put their lives on the fire line. Columbo's invites all police, fire, and National Guard members to be our guest. Just show your ID and you're on the house. It's the least we can do when they offer so much for all of us. And from all of us at Columbo's, thank you. And for our loyal customers, come on in and enjoy a much-needed break. Succulent steaks, fresh fish offerings, Columbo's family Italian delights, the world's greatest meatballs, with service that sets the mood for enjoyable easy. Columbo's, that little neighborhood place you really wish was down the street from you. Columbo's Mangia Bene.
You hear that? That's the sound of uncertainty lurking under your hood. You know the feeling. I know I do. That sudden sinking sensation when you see a check engine light or your car unexpectedly breaks down and you're faced with sky-high repair bills. It's time to shield against unexpected repairs with CarShield. CarShield is America's most trusted auto protection company and has an A rating with the Better Business Bureau. Don't let the fear of a breakdown keep you up at night. Trust the Shield, CarShield, and say goodbye to terrifying repair bills and hello to peace of mind. Your plan also comes with 24/7 roadside assistance, courtesy towing, rental car options, and so much more. Don't wait till it's too late. Call CarShield now before a breakdown. Protect your wallet. Protect your car with CarShield. Get our best protection ever. Call now. You'll thank me later. 800-824-7094. 800-824-7094. That's 800-824-7094.
The Kahanapali Beach Resort Association on Maui is open, and we are welcoming guests. All properties are taking reservations now. Come visit. Go to kahanapaliresort.com. Experience Kahanapali Resort on the tropical west side of Maui. Just a short drive from the airport. All highways are open. Relaxing resorts, our award-winning beach, delectable dining, world-class restaurants, and activities for everyone. Snorkeling, surfing, sailboating, water sports of all kinds, beach and ocean dining, stargazing, beautiful sunsets every night, golf, sun, fun, food, wine, and all in paradise. Visit Kaanapali Beach on Maui. Relax. Reservations now available. Start with a visit to kaanapaliresort.com. That's KAANAPALI resort.com. The Kaanapali Resort is waiting for you.
We are back. It is the one and only Fred Dreyer program. I'm Michael Horn, along with producer Corey Marino. Fred Dreyer's there. We got some hunter photos. I don't know if they're going to work or not. I'll have to double check and see what we got here. But none of them are the ones that we want to see. Guess they didn't
Wait
post.
a minute.
Nobody posted them up.
Oh, we have the guy with the gun again.
Yeah. We're not going to show any of those. We apologize to Pamela.
You know who that looks like? Seriously.
Yeah, I'll put it up here. Yeah, who is that?
Nomar Garciaparra.
A little bit.
It does a little bit.
See?
Looks like somebody took his seat on the Dodger Recap show, and Jerry Hairston Jr. is paying the price.
That might be Joe Cortese.
You think so? Yeah. We got any others here? Looking to see if we have anything else here to show you.
Let's see here, brother.
Let's see. What do you got here? This is another one that we've got. That looks like a nice
That's
person.
Fred Duray and let's see, who else?
Who's this guy?
Who was
That's
Joe. That's Joe again.
Anyway, we're supposed to see Garrett Morris up there, but they forgot to put the pictures up. We'll put them next week. Pamela Johnson, thank you for sending this in.
Mike? I think that's Garrett Morris.
I don't think so, Fred.
He's in makeup.
Don't think so. We apologize again for some of the technical problems on today's program, but we'll have that all repaired and ready to go for you. Fred just got his mouth open like, who was that?
What the hell has happened to the show?
You got to watch the video, people. Go to our YouTube channel, crntalk.com. Is that at our YouTube channel? CRN Talk, right?
CRN Talk.
CRN Talk on YouTube, and watch this week's Fred Dreyer show. You'll have a great fun time.
We will.
Fred's never looked better. Corey, you look great, and my camera was off half the time, so a lot of you will enjoy. Oh, Mike's not on. Let's go ahead and watch it. That's our show. If you miss anything, please log on to our website, thefreddryershow.com. Get past programs and a lot more, and go to crntalk.com, crntalk.com, and watch Fred's video there of his 2 safeties in 1 game. It's great. Follow Fred on Twitter or X at Fred_Dreyer, Facebook.com/The Real Fred Dreyer, and email him FredDreyer@crntalk.com, FredDreyer@crntalk.com. Final thoughts from you, Fred.
I want some sound effects next week.
Okay.
And I'm going to really be adamant about it.
All right. Okay, sound effects, Corey.
We'll be done.
Next week on the show. Have a good week, everybody. For Corey Marino, Jeremy Dayton, yours truly, Michael Horn, and Fred Dreyer. See you next week.
If anyone should ask, you're listening to CRN Digital Talk Radio.
news this hour from townhall.com. I'm Keith Peters reporting. The Senate tees up a final vote on the nomination of Robert F. Kennedy Jr. to lead the Department of Health and Human Services. More from correspondent Bernie Bennett.
The Senate voted along party lines Wednesday to end debate on Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s nomination to lead the Department of Health and Human Services, a key step that puts him on the precipice of confirmation later this week. The 53-47 vote came as Democrats have been forcing Republicans to use up all debate time on President Trump's most